All right, so we're going to go over the client portal updated interface, what it looks like if you're on a standard account and if you're on a HIPAA or secure account. First of all, we're going to just start with the portal. Everything else is going to be the same. So you'll see purple for, and you'll see the word secure here. That means that your provider, your agency, yourself, you're on a HIPAA BirthSync plan. It says secureportal.birthsync.app. That is what your clients will be logging into. And when they get email communications from you or an invite to sign in or log into their portal, this is what it'll look like. When you're on a non-HIPAA plan or a standard plan, it's just going to say portal.birthsync.app. It's going to look pretty much the same everywhere else except for the purple. So you've got secure and the word secure, and then you've got client portal login. That's essentially what the difference is. If you would like your clients to sign up or download the app to log into from their mobile devices or tablets, you see here on this is a Microsoft Bing. That's what I'm using. Every interface, every internet browser has their own little icon here, but it says app available, install the BirthSync client portal. That is what you would click. You'll see the portal icon here, and you'll just click install. It'll become a desktop icon or a mobile phone icon. Same with this one, as you can see. Okay, so they'll be able to log in the same way. Let's go ahead and we'll just log in. Once you log in, everything pretty much looks the same. So I'm not going to log into both, but I just want to show you the differences in the login screening based on your plan. I also want to show you that the Spanish toggle is also present on the portal. Now, this is automatically going to be set in another location, but say for example it's not, or you're demoing this for a client who speaks Spanish, you'll be able to just toggle this to Spanish. Everything turns into Spanish, including all the messaging, and you'll be able to log in from there. So after logging in, this is essentially what you'll see. This is a desktop version of this, but the mobile will be optimized for mobile, so there won't be any overlap when you log in on their phones, or if their client isn't using their phone, they'll be able to do so and they'll be able to see this. So you'll have the banner here. It'll tell you who your care team assignments are if you have them. Typically, within a day or two, clients get assigned providers. If you're sending them documents to sign, if they've signed documents, this particular account has signed some documents, they can be downloaded by the client here. If they have documents that are pending signature, they would show here. You have your appointments, and these are telehealth appointments, and that's why you see the join call. Your clients are always going to have an opportunity to join the call through email or through their client portal, depending on the appointment date. And they also have the ability to add appointments to calendar. You can, of course, we have a call to action here. If they need to make changes or schedule an appointment, they should definitely contact their care team. However you have that set up, to make sure that there's no communications missed. And then we have care logs. So some clients require, say lactation or newborn care, even postpartum. You have care logging where there may be, requests to track feedings for a couple of days, or to track pees or poos of the baby for a couple of days. This can be an interface between the provider who logs things if they're doing a long shift and they need to log. And if the client themselves needs to log, they can do it by simply clicking add log, and the client will be able to keep track as well of whatever needs to be tracked. If you have a request to upload a document, it's going to be here as well. Obviously onboarding and throughout care, there may be documents that could be requested of you as a client from your provider. This is where you do it. If you have a request, it's going to show here. If you don't, and you just need to send something off securely, then you can do it this way. We've got screenings for those who have done screenings. The screening section will show you any completed screenings on your behalf. They don't open up the screening, but it does give you a history of the screenings that you took. And then, of course, if there are links that expired from requests that you had out and you maybe filled it out a different way or your client filled it out a different way, it just goes expired after the wait time. And then it tells you the rest of these things have been completed. Um, and then anything that's been uploaded by the client will show here. They'll be able to re-download things if they need to. Any resources that you share with your client will show up in this portal. They'll also get an email if you choose to have them delivered by email, or you can just send it straight here. It tells you in the little pill label what they've been sent. So this is example is a link that will open URL at the bottom there. And then this one is a document. And you can click the view here. It's going to preview. PDFs do get a preview function, and you'll be able to see what it looks like. We're going to click out of that. You'll be able to see the document. And then if you've sent referrals to your client, for whatever reason, external referral, internal referral, they won't be able to interact with the referral here, but they will be able to track and receive messages from you on behalf of the referral process. So even if it's like, hey, your instructions are special instructions from your provider, contact this person on Monday. It's going to sit here. It gives you the contact information. And then if there needs to be updates on referrals, your clients don't update them, but they should be in contact with you so that you can update them, whether it be they made an appointment, didn't make an appointment, however you want that process to go. It's going to update automatically here when you update it on the client side. So that is essentially what it looks like. Now, as far as settings go and messaging, so messages are just going to be, this is your message center, and you can actually get to messaging through your care team. Now, I'll unassign this so that you can see what it looks like. It will have the toggle will be here, even if there's nobody assigned to you. But as you can see historically, the messages are here. So if you want to send a message to your care provider, you can do that. Appointments are just the same here. There's no other screen that comes up for your appointments. You can see that here it's collapsed. And then the home screen just scrolls everything up to the top. Now, as far as settings go, your setting scrolls up from the bottom. And what you can do here as a client is to upload a photo. And once you do that, as you can see, it takes you to the account settings page. Will give you the ability to upload a new photo. And as a client, they can select their own language preference. Typically, you've already done that once you onboard them. So it doesn't probably need to be messed with, but it can be toggled on or, to English or Spanish here. If they want to reset a password, and then if they also want to change emergency contact information, they can do that. They just click update emergency contact. They update the information. Once they save it, it's going to update here, and it'll also update on the client card that the providers have access to. So that is what the client portal settings looks like. If you click settings again, it's the same thing. It just takes you basically to the same page. Now there is a reviews and feedback toggle here that allows the client for them to share their experience with the agency. And so you can click a team member if there's not one assigned. If there's one assigned, it's going to show first, and then it's going to say other team members. But you can not choose a person and rank the overall experience, or you can choose a person and rate the experience, tell us about the experience, and then submit the review. The admins will get the review on their end. This here is a custom, it has a little calendar icon here, but it's really a URL that providers can set up, agencies can set up for their portal in settings. And it allows for you to click, and I'll just click this so you can see it takes you to a whole nother site. So if you want to put something else in the client portal that whatever, maybe it's something you sell, or something else that, book or something, book list or, something like that. If you're not sending it to them in the messaging, You can do it that way, but if you want something that's easy to access, you could do it that way as well. You can also put your booking link here for your calendar booking link if you want to give them quick access to schedule a next appointment. Every account, either it's agency or solo account, does get a booking calendar link. So essentially, that is what the client portal looks like, and it looks the same way, literally minus the outward facing page, looks the same way for secure. Thank you.